wintry weather, I think it's been a fantastic second Big Bang at Harper Adams, and we're really delighted to have this event a second time round, and twice as big as the first time. The purpose of events like Big Bang are to kind of grasp young people's imagination in the subjects that this group of universities offer, and it's to plant that seed. And I think that many times in life, when you talk about your experiences, it's maybe one moment that made you interested in something, and when a subject truly came alive. And I think it's the fact that it's not in a classroom. That it's actually hands-on, kids getting involved with stuff. If we can just plant that one seed in half a dozen kids' minds, it's worth it. I think at this time of year, just before Christmas, the kids are kind of exhausted, and I think this is a really great way to end the academic year, to remind them why these subjects are interesting by giving them a really good time, basically. One thing that really stood out for me was the science of Santa. Now, I was trying to work out whether this was something we should be telling kids just before Christmas, the science of Santa, but actually the session was completely kind of magical and really fascinating, so that was my favourite.
So I think for young people, actually having a go at some of the activities, getting hands-on and seeing potential careers face to face, and really bringing some of the things that they do in school alive, and that they have real consequence. So I think it's really important.
This is my first time at the Big Bang event. I think the main purpose is to try and expose young people still in school to help them make decisions on what potential careers there are, what potential skills they need to go out into industry and be successful. I guess what we're trying to do at Pershore College is trying to expose people to the new forms of horticulture, and this is what we call a hydroponic system, where we can grow them indoors near the place of where you're going to eat food. And we're trying to change people from a meat-based diet to a plant-based diet, but using soilless systems where we're not growing outdoors, we're growing indoors, maximising our crops.
It's been really great. We've had loads of interaction with the kids and stuff, and they've been really good. I think for me personally, it's talking to young people and getting them to interact with technology and equipment, and thinking about STEM as maybe a possible future career, opening up ideas.
I think the fact that we've brought so many universities and third parties together to inspire all these young people today, I think it's been an absolute fantastic show of collaboration and everyone working together to really help these young people sort of learn what they want to do in the future. I think the highlight of this and the purpose really is to work with these young people to inform them about their future decisions. It's not necessarily sort of forcing them into a certain pathway, but giving them all the options on display so they can really see what they want to do after school, after college, whether it is university or a higher apprenticeship or even going straight into the workplace. I think this can really be the turning point for a lot of young people. A lot of the people here today are 14, 15 years old. They're not too sure what they want to do after school. So actually, by having all these different stands around all these different subjects, it could really inspire them to a certain area, whether it's sort of the arts, engineering, maths, science, technology, all of these things. Like there could be one standing out moment for these young people, and hopefully, even if these young people take one thing away with them today, it's hopefully what they might want to do in the future.
It's interesting. There's a lot of new stuff that we've not seen before. It's quite eye-opening to how many different things there are to do and to get involved in.
I enjoyed the animals, and yeah, that was fun.
I enjoyed getting to see all the different animals, and then not being completely enclosed, actually being able to touch the snakes and stuff, and having the facts being given as well.
Big Bang events are all about infusing kids, young people towards careers in science, technology, engineering, arts as well, for STEAM and maths, and thinking about how studying those subjects can move them towards careers in really interesting fields. So you'll have seen that we've had exhibitors from all kinds of different companies here, basically showing these young people learning about STEM, learning about STEAM subjects can actually help them get jobs in those kind of careers.
I think just to see their faces when they walk in is amazing, and many of the kids that have come today perhaps wouldn't have had a go at stuff that they've done. So and the hands-on activities are really important to a big bang, and just to see some of their faces really engage and immerse themselves in those experiences, to come away going, oh, okay, I get it now, all right, that was quite fun, and that's been amazing today.
Previous years we've done it as a July event, so it's been a summer event, and this year we decided to move it to December, and it's been really well received by the teachers and students as a sort of a pre-Christmas science extravaganza as an alternative to something like a panto. It's been brilliant, the kids have really enjoyed it, and it meant we could do things like the Science of Santa, which has been really good.
Oh, there's been so much actually, from things like the Bloodhound car over in the Student Union building. We've had the Food Academy here at Harper Adams. All the academic areas have done that, have done stuff, and I think that we must say that the academic areas at Harper Adams have been absolutely fantastic in terms of what they've delivered today. It's been amazing. I think without Higher Horizons, and Harper Adams, it just wouldn't be possible to put something like this on. Higher Horizons bring all the schools together, bring them in, they actually bus them in. It just wouldn't be possible for them to come to something like this if it wasn't for Higher Horizons.
And I think Higher Horizons is also working across a couple of other hubs, so they work out of Staffs and they work out of Kiel as well, and Chester I think, and they've also brought academic departments in as well, so we've had really good support across the whole of the Higher Horizons team really, so it's been brilliant.